I watch her, and if you've seen any of her other videos, you know that she's how do I put this? She's very expressive, not just from a vocal standpoint, but from an artistic standpoint. Okay, she does a lot. She is extra. She's the Queen of Hearts. She has the giant hats. She has the long nails. She's very extra. Okay, now part of me believes this is just how she is. This is just her style. It's her brand. There's another part of me that watches this and goes, why did you have to do the fly costume? Yes, it's the fly trap that goes with the song. It makes sense. But why did you need to do that? Was it necessary? And then I answer myself. Listen closely before you start freaking out. Part of it feels gimmicky. And I think, did you need to do that? Why don't you let your voice speak for itself? You got an incredible voice. But here's the reality that I think a lot of people tend to miss. I think the reality is sometimes that kind of needs to happen. We kind of need to use other mechanisms to get attention for people that end up getting like lost in the shadows, and it's unacceptable. Like, why did Lady Gaga have to wear a friggin' meat dress and act like a complete lunatic for years until she was noticed, and then they were like, oh, you're talented? You've got this voice? Let's hear what you got. Well, no shit, I'm talented. Why did I have to wear a meat dress? Now, if you don't believe me, watch the movie. What's it called? Shallow. The song is Shallow. It's in the movie with Bradley Cooper. What's it called? You know what I'm talking about. The movie. A Star is Born. Thank you. She is incredible in A Star is Born. And then at the very end of the movie, there's B-roll that plays where the movie is done. They wrapped up. They filmed the final scene. Everybody claps. Okay, that's a wrap. Everybody, good job. Bradley Cooper's the director as well. And she says, Lady Gaga says to Bradley in tears, thank you for giving me this opportunity. Because Allie, the character that she played, Allie's journey is my story. And I'm completely paraphrasing, okay? Also Fireball. But she says, I had to go through all of these hoops to like get to the point where I could just be me. And having to go through this in the movie reminded me of the journey that I had to take to get there. And I just wonder sometimes, like, when is that happening and we're not aware of it? You know, like, is this her style and she's good with it? Or is this sometimes the unnecessary evil that has to take place in an industry that's dominated by other people? I think like Joe just said, it's a valid question. Right, wrong, or indifferent, I just wonder, you know? All in the hopes that whoever these artists are that fit into this box on our screen, I just hope that they're doing what they dreamt they would be doing when they were kids. That's one of the most upsetting things to me, is when we watch all these groups and artists, which if you're a creative or you have an imagination or you were a kid once, some of us were, some of us weren't, you understand what it's like to have a dream and to have that imagination, that daydream every day. Like, when I grow up, I'm going to do this, and life is going to be like this, and I'll get to express myself like this. But then reality hits and you get into this industry and it doesn't always feel that way. And I think that sucks. So to listen to some of these artists that have these incredibly, incredibly impressive gifts, I just hope that they have the freedom that they expected to have when they were young. That's it. Simple as that.